Disney Pixar presents us with Turning Red, an animated movie that introduces us to Mei Li, a 13-year-old girl sure of herself and torn between being her mother's obedient daughter and the chaos of adolescence. And if the changes in her interests, relationships and body weren't enough, every time she gets too excited, she turns into a giant red panda. Based in the 2000s, Turning Red has been one of the most loved movies by Disney Pixar fans, but there are some little details and curiosities within the movie which I'm sure you hadn't noticed it. In today's video we are going to talk about this, and I will tell you 10 curiosities and fun facts about the movie. So if you want to be the one who knows the most about Turning Red and impress your friends with these anecdotes, join me on this journey to discover and learn all the curiosities of Turning Red and let out your inner red panda. Curiosity number 1. The first Pixar movie directed by a woman. After Brenda Chapman's bad experience with the Brave movie, which would have made her the first woman to direct a Pixar movie, that long-awaited moment finally arrived. Turning Red is the first Pixar movie directed by a woman, by Chinese-Canadian filmmaker Domee Shi. We all knew her thanks to her incredible animated short Bao, which won the Oscar for Best Animated Short in 2019. Curiosity number 2. The first protagonist with glasses. Within the Disney Studios, Mirabel from Encanto was the first heroine and protagonist of a movie to wear glasses. Well, as far as Pixar is concerned, the first protagonist to wear them is Mei Li. Curiosity number 3. Feminine themes are no longer taboo. It is true that Pixar has given us movies about toys with emotions, insects with emotions, car with emotions, and even emotions with emotions. Turning Red distances itself from all this to address a subject that has been taboo: puberty for women. When women get their period for the first time, there are physical changes in their bodies, their beauty, emotional changes, boy bands, they start to like boys, fights with their moms. The plot of a movie born from Domee Shi's own adolescence, which strays very little from that of many of the women. Curiosity number 4. Why red pandas? Red pandas seemed so precious to Domee Shi that she wanted to write a story about them. The filmmaker was observing them for a long time, noticing their bellies, their cylindrical shape, the fluffiness and length of their tails. They spend a lot of time with their mothers, they are very lonely, which they did not take long to relate to Mai's story. But in addition, these animals that are the size of a cat are originally from China, and being red and white like the Canadian flag, Domee Shi thought it was the perfect animal. Curiosity number 5. Set in the 2000s. The plot of the movie takes place during 2002, so we find many references to the 2000s. The Tamagotchis, the friendship bracelets, the indestructible Nokia, although they call them Jokia in the movie, or youth magazines. Curiosity number 6. Tim Hortons pastries. When Mei goes to the bathroom already turned into a giant red panda, on the kitchen table we see that there is a box of Tim Hortons donut balls. This is a chain of coffee shops that originated in Canada but can be found in other countries such as Spain. Curiosity number 7. References to sports teams. Another of the many references that we can find in Turning Red is related to sports teams. We can see in plush form the mascot of the Toronto hockey team, Maple Leafs, as well as the mascot of the Toronto Blue Jays baseball team. Curiosity number 8. The Pizza Planet van. A common detail in all Pixar movies is the iconic Pizza Planet van, which of course could not be missing here either. We can find it when Mei is on her way to the Fort Town concert, parked in the right line. Curiosity number 9. Lester B. Pearson High School. The high school where May and her friends study is named after Lester B. Pearson. For those of you who don't know, this is the name of Canada's 14th Prime Minister. And finally, curiosity number 10, the nod to the Twilight Saga. When May introduces her friends and Priya's turn comes, we see that she's reading the Nightfall novel. This is a small nod to Twilight, whose first novel was published in 2005. If we look at the author of the novel, this one is called Roberta Moyer, which will come to combine the name of the actor who played Edward with Stephenie Meyer's last name slightly modified. And this has been all for today. Did you know any of these curiosities and fun facts? You can leave it in the comments because I'm going to read all of them. If you liked the video, don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. And if you don't want to miss any news about your favorite animated movies, you can activate the notification bell. You can also follow me on my social networks, Twitter and Instagram. The links are down below in the description. See you in the next video.
A kiss and bye!